Hey guys, so I finally have an update on my Project 10 pan. I know you guys have been waiting patiently for it. Some of you even wonder if I'm still doing the project. I promise you I am. I'm working really hard on it and it is kicking my ass a little bit. Just a little bit. I have finished two things. I finished the Touche Magique concealer and I finished the number 7 Beautiful Eyebrow Automatic Pencil. There is still this little nub here, but it just doesn't transfer into my brows. It just kind of scratches and hurts when I use it, so I'm just calling it done. It's done. It's not worth it. Everything else I am making fairly decent progress on, I think. The Match Perfection concealer is almost done. I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 days worth left. It's mostly just air that's coming out. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long for me to get to the end of. Same with the eyeshadow in I Have a Headache from NYX. As you can see, it's really clearing out around the edges, especially in this portion here. It's almost at the complete edge. It's very thin all the way around. I think this will definitely be done by the end of May, which will make me super freaking happy. Everything else has been a bit of a challenge. For one thing, I have no idea where I am with this product. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base. I keep using it. More product keeps coming out. It just keeps going, and then you'll get to a point where it sort of splutters and it's just sort of like air coming out and you have to pump it a couple of times, and then the next day it's fine. It just keeps going. It's the primer that will not die. It just keeps on going. I like it. I enjoy this primer a lot, but it's just, it just will not end. It will not end. And I've tried using like more than necessary. No, that's not an option. It's so not an option. It's wasteful, but it also really screws with my makeup. So yeah, I will just carry on with this guy. Hopefully it'll be done by the end of the month. We will just have to wait and see. The bronzer, Hoola. I'm making a substantial dip in this thing. Like, really big dip, and it's getting really thin on this edge here and this edge here. I think it's close to hitting pan, but I would have thought I would have hit pan by now. I really thought it would have. It's only a 3-gram sample size, and I thought it would be so easy to go through because it's so small. No, it just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. Same with this powder. Oh my god, you guys, I hate this powder. Just forcing myself to use it, I freaking hate it. And it's sort of, I like the actual powder. I love the formula of the actual powder. However, the thing I'm not loving is the colour of it, because it's in light and it's a very yellow colour. So it sort of colours me. I'm not going anywhere after this, so I don't really mind if I end up a little bit. I could do with a bit more colour in my face, actually. I look very grey in the viewfinder right now. But yeah, it has this really yellow cast to it, and it's darker than my skin tone. And it's quite a strong pigment. So I totally would not recommend, if you're as white as me, to get the coloured powder. But it just keeps going. There's so much of it. I've definitely used a lot of it. I've been using it every day since I started this challenge. I've used a lot of it, and it just keeps going. It just keeps going. That is like the theme of today. Stuff that does not die. Speaking of things that do not die, the foundation, the Clarins Evermatte foundation, I thought it was like here. Turns out that's just like, I don't even know what I thought I was looking at. That wasn't where the foundation is. I don't know where the foundation is. There is no way of shining a light through this. I've tried it several times since my initial video, and I don't know where I am with it. I really don't. there's no way for me to track my progress of this guy. Some days it'll splutter a little bit and I'll just get a bit of air, and the next day it's fine. It's very much like the Prep and Prime primer. It just keeps going. It is quite dark for me. It is a little touch too dark. It makes me look really, really bronzy when it oxidizes. So what I've taken to doing now is mixing it with, oh my god, there's this hair on my lip. There we go. So what I've taken to doing is mixing it with foundation from one of my other projects. I think it's one that's in my Finish 6 by Summer, and that's made everything a lot easier. So it means I'm using slightly less than what I was using before, but it does mean my makeup matches me. As you can see, I'm very pale. And lastly are two things that I probably will not finish, and I don't care if I finish them because I'm done with them. Done. And that is the Soap and Glory Gloss Stick in Purple Rain. I mean, it's nice enough. I use it because it's in my makeup bag, not because I'm drawn to it by any means. Same with the lip balm in Honey. I use it if it's in my makeup bag, not because I'm drawn to it by any means. I'm done with them. By then, if they're not, they won't be finished by the end of this project. So once this project is over, they're just going to go in the bin. I'm done with them. I've had enough. Kaput. I haven't had these quite as long. I think I've had these for like maybe 2 years. I've had this a very long time. I've had these, this is from the original launch of this Kissable Balm Stains. So yeah, I've had them a ridiculously long time. So I'm happy to let them go. So that's where I am with my Project 10 pan. 2 down, 8 to go, 4 of which are driving me up the wall, 2 of which I cannot stand. That is the what you risk when you do a project pan. You end up learning how much you either do or don't like certain projects or textures or formulations, and you know, it's a good experience. It means like in the future you'll know what not to buy and what you're more looking for when you do buy something. So yeah, how are your guys' projects going? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.